easy today in New Orleans, Louisiana. Caesars Superdome, home of the R+L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the James Madison Dukes offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. And now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this.
Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Dukes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Douglas. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And the Dukes line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Bulldogs offense headed on to the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking for a man. It's Grant. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. Here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. They'll run play action. Rush is on him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it from the red zone. Using his legs to buy some time. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Gives it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Scanning the field, it's Douglas. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, James Madison! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Simon. Let's take a second to think about Louisiana Tech. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing. But high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air, it's Grant. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Got a man, it's 4. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Riggs. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Louisiana Tech, 3.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hands it off. Fighting off the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeps it on the draw. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Grant. Dumps it off in the flats. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun to give to the back. Fights off a defender. Oh, what a move. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got it behind the line. It's 4. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Going right down the boulevard. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. And the Dukes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. On the move, it's Mason. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Grant. Unleashes one deep. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And they will score! Touchdown Bulldogs! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Finds a little space. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Grab behind the line. It's Ellis.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They'll try to run for it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Dukes will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Hold and fire complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to throw, it's Douglas. Pressure coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Setting up the screen. He breaks a tackle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. The Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dukes!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Setting up for the extra point that will put them on top. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it. He's stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Grant. Firing to the right, complete. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for space, it's Alexander. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Dukes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Holds and fires complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Dukes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Alexander. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Hunt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, thanks. Talk about an entertaining first half, and always such a fun and vibrant environment there at the New Orleans Bowl. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
He'll bring it out. Hits him with a stiff arm. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Grant. Makes the catch. It's Simon. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Simon.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Catch in the middle, it's Mason. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Motion from the back. Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive from the 42. Dropping back, it's Douglas. He's got him. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Dukes want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back gets the give. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. From the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Nestled just inside that right upright. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And first down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Simon. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Can't get him to the ground. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Back to throw, it's Douglas. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Get all you can, then get down with the slide. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Creates a little room. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. Quick spin on the right. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Got rid of it just in time. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And we've got a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To throw, it's Grant. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Under fire. Finding an escape route. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. At the end of 3, and we've got a chance to have a postseason classic on our hands. Let's take a look at the stats so far. Time to see who's going to head into the offseason with a big W as we start the final period. So we open the final period with a third down play. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Quarterback gets enough. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on second down. Give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Working on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead. But they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Grant. He's got it on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one splits the uprights. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Takes the handoff. It's Alexander. Just gets it to the 28. Pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Dukes send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Simon. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Here's the handoff. Nice move to keep running. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll leave it with him. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to throw, it's Douglas. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Ellis. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. All they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to pass. It's complete to the left.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, they're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Quick handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You know, there's no real reason to panic when you think about it. When does panicking ever really? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
You can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things. But find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.